exciting. These younger folks are impressing us these last 2 days. They're very responsive to the directions that we give. They have great energy, and they're seeing a lot of good leadership from their upperclassmen, and they're falling in really smoothly.
I think the rookies have been doing great. We got rained out on Sunday evening, so they really only had an hour and a half of a crash course, but they've been doing a great job so far. A lot of energy on and off the field.
The vantage point of a person on the field is very difficult. They're changing direction all the time and playing, and so with those bigger instruments like marching tubas and even the flags, sometimes it's hard to really pick out your drum majors when you're moving on the field. So having 3 points of reference on the field from the middle 50-yard line and the 30-yard lines are going to make it a lot easier for the band to see their conductors during the performance. It's good for. I think that this is going to be a good growing opportunity for her. I think the band will support her as she takes on the veteran drum major role, and she's been a great flute player for us in the concert bands. But I'm excited to see how much growth she has with this new leader position.
I was about to say, what do you think about the other two
Allie
drum
and
majors?
Aaron, they're both showing great leadership skills. They're stepping it up. Both kids are very focused, and I think that their positive energy and their attention to focus and integrity is really helping lead the band.
It's different for sure. I will say I think that the music that we have, it's going to be very readable by the kids. I think that it fits them well. It fits their abilities well. To the audience, it is going to be different. It's not going to be as much say pop music or movie soundtracks of different movies that we've played in the past. But it's going to feature some stuff that is very popular in the jazz band world. Our opening chart, Malagueña, has been around for nearly 100 years. It's been such a staple in the jazz literature. These kids are going to learn how to swing together and march at the same time. So there's a lot of different skills musically that they're going to learn on the field, but I think it's going to be a good opportunity for them.
And what do you think, just overall, just about the show?
I think it's going to prepare us for the next level in competition. Mm-hmm. We're stepping up our game, getting a little bit away from the pop charts, and we're really going to be able to compete really well with the others at Carrollton.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, do you think that adds a little bit more gravitas to your performance when it's not "Call Me Maybe" or something like that? It's something with a little bit more gravitas.
Right.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that yes, it is. It starts putting us in the big leagues almost, with all these schools that have a very I want to say programmatic show versus what would be kind of your staple pop chart show, I suppose. It's definitely going to be similar to those big schools that have those multi-movement pieces that show a lot of musicianship and not just show a lot of recognizable charms.
It was definitely unexpected. I am not in the know all the time, but it was a pleasant surprise, and I'm so glad that I have 2 helpers this year instead of just one. It definitely helps me step out of my comfort zone. I've definitely become more of a socialite and opening up more to people, and always being there to help. It's definitely been a big change, but a good one for the band.
Well, we got a great leader, and our director's great too. He's really helping us with what we really need to do. It's a lot of fun.
I think I'm super happy to be here, and it's definitely a good way for me to jump out of my comfort zone and be more of an outgoing person.
It's definitely a change for us, I feel. None of us has ever done a Latin show before, and it comes with its easy parts, but it's definitely a bit more challenging for our band, not just for them, but for us as well. But I feel like our band, with a lot of practice and a lot of time, like we are out here today, will definitely step up to the plate, and I feel like it's going to be a great show.
What do you guys think?
I think it's definitely a good challenge for our band. Considering our show last year, I think that there's definitely things we can improve on from last year and put out an even better show this year.
I would agree with all of the above. Truly, I don't think I have any more else to add.
And one more question for you guys, which is, you've been in this position before where you got freshmen coming up who have never been in this situation. It's almost like a deer in the headlights situation for a lot of them. What's it been like working with these younger kids and I know the band directors have their role, but as you guys have learned yourselves, those drum majors, those section leaders, they also have a big role in those kids' developments. What's it like working with those folks?
I definitely feel like we have a deeper connection since we're all the same age. We've all done this before. Than with a teacher and a student, there's a lot more relation, and they feel like they can open up to us more and ask us more questions than them feeling embarrassed to ask a teacher. But it's definitely nice to have that connection, because I remember when I was coming up as a freshman, we didn't even have a marching season. It was very nerve-wracking to start marching my sophomore year, and it was very difficult. But I feel like with our age and everything, it's they're a lot more forthcoming with us.
What do you guys think?
They're all doing real well this year. They're learning pretty fast, and they're very willing to learn, and they're catching on very quickly, which is very good.
I would agree. They seem to be learning everything that we learned last year about a day earlier so far. So they're doing really well.
Okay, well, no, that's all I got. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
You.
Thank you.